Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to be giving my review for The Princess. This is a film on, I believe it was Hulu, I think. Uh, Starring Joey King and Dominic Cooper were kind of the two bigger faces that most people would recognize. Joey King playing our lead and Dominic Cooper playing our main villain. and uh, this movie now, it got a lot of hate. Um, didn't receive very well from the critics. So, and a film like this is a film that you have to take very lightly. You can't go into it with a critic's mind. And when you don't go into it with a critic's mind, even if I was to judge this by with the critic's mind, I don't know how many flaws from me personally I would find. But to me, this film was a very fun time. Joey King is this princess. She's having to marry Dominic. She's being forced to marry Dominic Cooper's character, and which you could tell the age gap, and she doesn't want to. So when it's the day of the wedding, they're at the altar to get married, and she takes off, says she can't do it. She runs off. Cooper's character gets mad, and he ends up attacking the castle and imprisoning the princess, basically trying to force her to marry him. Takes the family and the people in the town and the kingdom hostage. And when she awakes because they knock her out, when she reawakes, you catch up. You're pretty much, the beginning of the movie is her waking up, and you're instantly jumped into the action. And you find out the bits and pieces that are missing from flashbacks that she has, because she'll have random flashbacks at times throughout this film. And so you're jumping right into the action, which I loved. And it's basically just a story of her trying to save her kingdom, having to work her way down from the tower, little by little, taking down different people. And it's just a very fun, fast-paced, really good action sequences. Joey King does very well in this. I was sort of afraid it would be kind of how they would work it, with the fight scenes and stuff, but it works out very well. They show her struggling. They don't try to make her too over the top skilled where it becomes unbelievable. They do make her vulnerable at times, which is great. But it's just her fighting her way down the tower to get to the bottom and save her family and the kingdom. And they throw a little bit of comedy in it, but it's very little. It's not a ton. Our Dominic Cooper's character, he has like a right hand woman beside of him, and I guess it's sort of like his. I thought it was a sister, honestly, to begin with, but I guess it was more. At least I'm hoping it's this case, anyways. It's just more of like his right hand person, somebody that assists him, and you'll understand why if you watch the movie why I said I hope they're not related. But once she gets down to the end, she has to get help, obviously, because she's outnumbered. So she she ends up getting help from the woman that trained her, and then eventually, actually, her little sister. Um, there is a scene where he's trying to force his way to marry her younger sister, who looks like she's probably between the ages of 10 and 12. Um, they do set up scenes where he's basically saying he's going to marry her, since King's character is not wanting to marry him because he wants to be king. That I guess that bad. But I mean, for me, there just wasn't. I didn't have a flaw, really much flaw with it. I took it for what it was. I took it for the time period that it sat in. It was just a very fun, fast-paced action film. Really good fight scenes. Really good gore throughout. I hate that this movie got panned by critics because I don't think it deserved. For me personally, as a shut your brain off style film that you just watch to have some fun with, it works. It does its job. It's something I can rewatch over and over again. It's probably not going to get a physical release, and that sucks because I would definitely own this if it came out physically. But so for me, I gave this film a 5 out of 5. I think it gave me everything I wanted. And it's a film that I say, don't listen to the critics necessarily. Judge it yourself. But go in expecting a shut your brain off kind of film. Don't go in expecting, an Oscar film. Don't go in expecting anything like, Gone with the Wind or Citizen Kane or anything like that. I mean, this is just a fun little action film that you can just put on and just watch and have a fun time with. At least I could. So, yeah, I'd say definitely check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Like I said, I gave it a 5 out of 5. Perfect score for me personally, but, we'll see what you think when you watch it. But that is everything for my review for The Princess. So please comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified for our videos, and we will see you all in the next one.